But what I learned in that experience, and I surprisingly saw over and over and over again throughout my career in sales, is that people have these different layers of connections that they make with people. At the first layer, it's kind of like that person who says, "Can I help you?" This first layer is kind of like the person at a cocktail party when you're talking to them and they're just like looking around the room, looking for someone else. They're not actually engaged in the conversation. I simply call this the first layer connection. Someone who's at the meeting, physically, they're in the room, but they're not really paying attention. Just an order taker. If someone's got an order, like, "I want to buy, here's what I want," like, they can handle the process of that order very quickly. I don't think anybody in this room operates at this first layer. But we have our days. We have our moments. And we can't live in here. And we got to catch ourselves sometimes when we're here because it's not what customers want. So let's go to the second layer. The second layer, this is where the majority, and I'm simplifying, breaking these three things, what I've seen. The second layer, this is where the majority of salespeople live. Say the right things, good listener, ask questions, uncover what the customer needs, and they can win when there's an opportunity. When an opportunity comes their way, we can explain what our service is, why we're better than the competition, we can walk through the pricing. You can make a great career living at the second layer. But then there's the third layer, which is about true connection. And some of you probably experienced this with some customers, but not others. And this connection makes a difference. See, the third layer, this is where you start uncovering the customer's goals. You understand their fears of how they run their business, things that they deal with on a day-to-day basis. You probably know what a lot of those are to get those comments out of them. You're a true expert in your industry. You actually teach the customer what's going on in their world, in their industry, in your world of payments. You can teach them, advise them. Some of you have been through challenger sale training, as some of the similar concepts we talk about. How do I challenge the customer, just get them thinking differently about their business? When you operate at this third layer, these are the kind of people who create opportunities. Okay, it's not just customers come to them with something. They create other ways to help that customer because they never thought of it like that before. We're operating as an expert.